Local author Otto Ernest Rayburn wrote in 1954, Eureka Springs is laid out with 238 named streets with no direct cross intersections. On the map, the streets look like a bewildered maze with the letters U and V formed 51 times, the letter S 13 times, O 7 times, and perhaps other alphabetical curiosities in the labyrinth of streets. The numerous stairways of wood and stone connecting the street levels have given rise to the name Stairstep Town. As a mountain town with walking as the main mode of transportation, shortcuts were logical. Center Street, a secondary street between Main and Spring Street, is lined with stairways leading up to Spring or down to Main. Some of these stairways are still open city streets, such as Tibbs Alley, which connects Center to North Main Street. This wooden stairway is named after an early photographer whose studio was nearby. It leads down to North Main Street. Halfway down the stairs is Montgomery Street, with the old city jail still there. Buildings on the east side of Center, where it joins Spring Street, are new, built in the 1980s after fire destroyed these 1960 buildings. The eastern edge of the 1980s version of the Flatiron Building also offers shops on Center Street. In the decades between Flatiron buildings, this triangle was used for parking and little outdoor restaurants. Walking on Center Street offers a unique view of downtown Eureka Springs. Downtown, the older buildings that front Spring Street fill the lots and have additional plainer storefronts on Center. Where newer construction filled in after later fires, vacant areas were left on Center for parking. On the east side of Center Street downtown, the Lansing House stood until the 1970s. It was also known as the Carthage House. Naming your business after your hometown was popular. This typical boarding house survived all 4 great fires. The background offers an early view of the homes on East Mountain and above North Main Street. The northern block of Center Street between Mountain and German Alley is the Perkins compound. There is the family home and lumber and millwork manufacturing business. W.O. Perkins is said to have walked down to Eureka Springs from Missouri with just his tool belt. By 1897, the Perkins factory contained 8,520 square feet of floor space with the most modern machinery to make ornate interior and exterior wooden trim and fixtures. Through hard work and talent, Perkins left his mark all over town with charming homes, the Summer Auditorium and the courthouse. The mill and lumber yard remained in business until the late 1980s, and the building still stands. The barn and silver building were part of the Perkins complex. The family home is nearby at 66 Center Street. This neighborhood around Center and German Alley was an active African-American neighborhood at the turn of the century. The Negro Church stood in the flat space on the east side of Center Street. By the late 1920s, most of these residents no longer lived here, possibly due to the fact that the wane of the health-seeking industry had eliminated so many jobs.